Sup, boyos? It's your boy, your savior, Peepee here. I was pretty inspired by that My Hero Academia Gen Con reveal. Got that burning itch to make some more vids. So here we are. I'm gonna soft relaunch my channel, I guess. Kind of like the game is kind of gonna do that. Yeah, I used to make vids kind of for the intention of the people at the top, the people that already have both feet in the door already. You know, like jokes, like in-jokes. You gotta know the people to know the jokes. But now I'm gonna, like, increase my demographic and, like, poach subs from, like, I don't know, TCGU. I'm gonna reach a bigger demographic. I'm gonna not have a potty mouth as much. I want all the kids to be like, Pee-Pee, how do I build this character? And I'm gonna be like, that character... No, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna actually do it. But this vid is dedicated to the Gen Con reveal of the My Hero Academia set. All the several cards we got. I'm just a little late getting on the train talking about the Gen Con, but I still got some hot takes and some things that I don't think people have talked about yet, like the art especially. I consider myself a pretty good artist, a pretty good college dropout artist. And I got a lot of hot takes for these new cards and their the new layouts we got. So I'll bring some up. First of all, new character layouts. So I don't think it's a surprise to anyone that I and many other people think that the very current format we have for characters is terrible. With the text box, I mean, there's no text box. The text is just floating on top of the art, and it's like makes it hard to read, and it's not aesthetic, and it's the absolute worst on Plant Man. So I like having a semi-clear text box on the old UFS character cards. The one they got rid of when Blood Omen. That's the biggest thing that was wrong with current character cards. We do have there's a text box now. It's a box, all right. But let me tell you, I think this big ass text box we got here is far from perfect. I mean, I think that box could be a lot softer. You don't really need those big ass bars around the side, do you? Less is more when it comes to the layout usually. I don't mind the black splatter so much. That's okay. The really sharp thing they got underneath the symbols? I bet there's a better idea somewhere out there. Yeah, really old cards, they have the symbols on the middle of the card, which sucks, because when you're sorting cards and you're sorting through them, the first thing you see on the side of the card is the symbols on the newer cards, and it makes sorting them a lot easier. They should combine elements of the old and the new. Yeah, current cards just have the symbols just floating over the art. That's ugly. I like the way that the symbols are on current foundations. Just take that thing that's on a foundation right now. Just look at any old Libra foundation. Take that symbol thing down there and put it on these characters. Yeah, so the rest of the card is probably as good as it's going to get. So as far as the actual layout of the card, I just don't like the text box. Seems maybe a little bit hard to read the control because of the white border around the letter. Another thing. Composition of the character is really important, and the worst set ever for character composition was Street Fighter. Just took the art, just made it fit into the border, and a lot of this art, the poses are not really dynamic. Like, what's a good example? Like Sakura, just standing straight up and down, so the pose is kind of flat. So you know how you would make up for that, right? You would actually make it so the border's covering up her feet, kinda, and make her a lot closer to the camera. Take a look at Ryu. Yeah, this character card is a lot more boring than if they had just enlarged him and just cut off a little bit of his foot and a little bit of his fist. Would have looked a lot better. And plus, he looks tiny. I can barely see his face. And you know what set like magically fixed this problem is Mortal Kombat. Like look at Kung Jin. He's just in a boring standing pose, but he's not like way in the background where you can see him from head to toe. He's a lot closer in the frame. So it's done a lot better than Street Fighter or this Midoriya and this Bakugo. For the poses that we got going on here, these characters are way too far back. It looks boring and stupid, these two characters. Like, All Might looks okay just because he has a dynamic pose. Tenya Ida, he's okay. Ochaku, that's okay. Suyu, she could be closer. Shoto Todoroki, he could be way closer. Present Mike, oh, look at how butt ugly this card looks. He should be, if they're gonna use this art, he should just be twice as big. You should not even see his feet. Kamui Woods, oh, that's the most. Ugh. He should be twice as big. Okay, looking at foundations. Out of the other 3 card types, foundations look the best by far. That rock, that stone, underneath the difficulty and the control, it looks just like in the show. It's sick. I like that. That's so cool. The border actually is okay here because the border is okay when it's not covering up any of the art, like it is for these foundations I'm looking at. Very good font for the difficulty, I think. Yeah, so pretty good job on the foundations. Out of all the 4 card types, that's the best looking one. Let's see, attacks. See, right off the bat, looking at the attacks here, there's a problem already. Can you see it? Like, they got the same rocks that are like in the foundation. And it's just like the same but different color. What? Shouldn't there be like fire, you know? There's got to be some kind of motif in My Hero Academia that could go there instead of this rock. This other thing, I'm told this isn't as big of a problem when you look at the card in person, but I find it really hard to read, especially from a distance, the zone of the attack, especially if the attack's low, because you're comparing yellow to white. Do you know how similar yellow and white are? They're really similar. So looking at the attack zone on Howitzer, all those 3 arrows just look the same to me unless I zoom in on the card. Here, I got a really easy. You're gonna put me on your payroll after I do this. Watch this. Watch. Boom. Looking at the action card plus Ultra, yeah, same thing, same exact rock, but it's painted blue now. You see a theme? Asset. It's a green rock now. Obviously, there's probably a lot of little things that would be different if viewing these cards in person and with like foiling and stuff. That's all I got for now. But other than all that negative stuff I just said, I really like where it's going. Everything else looks really good, and it's really close to looking as best as they possibly can look. Really looking forward to the set. Looking how these things look in foil. What was I going to talk about next? If you'd like to be on my channel, message me. I'll have people on. I'll start having people on my channel. We'll talk about stuff. Talk about future of this game here. And we'll vomit back and forth into each other's mouths until the whole video is made.